Drag queens and kings are rallying in London to protest President Donald Trump's visit to the UK. In a show of hope and unity against his brand of divisive politics taking root on their home turf, Trump arrived in the UK under the cloud of an interview he gave to a British tabloid owned by friend Rupert Murdoch. In the interview he made several controversial remarks, undermining British Prime Minister Theresa May, blaming London's first Muslim mayor for extremist attacks in the city and insisting that the British public is fond of him. In actuality, Trump's visit has launched a tide of protests in London. Prominent drag queens and kings are joining the fray to show unity and diversity in the face of Trumpism. Rocky British drag star Emru El Kadi, 28, told Newsweek, "Trump coming to the UK is really problematic because it tells fascists in the UK that we are, sort of, condoning that kind of behavior." El Kadi, who performs as Glamour in the drag troupe Denim, says, "I feel like Trump paints people of color like me and Muslims and queer people as really weak, as vulnerable, just parasites on the nation. But what I think today is gonna show is how strong we are." The signature of the drag protest is the fact that we're showing that we're not weak, we're not going to be silenced by that level of fascism. El Kadi says, "Fascism is really prominent at the moment, white supremacy is, transphobia is. I think there's a part of you that just wants to run away and hide, but I think today what we are going to see is how defiant our community is no matter everything that has happened." While the protest joins the show of outrage by many groups on the streets of London, El Kadi admits that drag queens are marching against Trump's visit, but also against sequence of complete horror events that is the nightmare of the past a few years, of which Trump's arrival is only a part. Among those events are extreme far-right ideologies that have received a boost not only from Trump's rhetoric and anti-immigrant policies, but by the momentum of anti-establishment parties in Europe and the vote in the UK to leave the European Union. Yes, we are protesting Trump, but we are also protesting this moment in history, and we are trying to show the relationship between far-right nationalism around the world. El Kadi says, "It's not just Trump, it is what Trumpism is part of, and I think the entire world is responding to it, not just the UK. The importance of drag in conveying the outrage against Trump, according to El Kadi, is how multi-layered the response is, providing this app to the many woes many feel with the present moment. I think a time of such horror drag is humorous, it is powerful, and it is really, really defiant. At a time of such fear-mongering, drag queens provide hope. At a time of such nightmarish politics, we provide humor, and at a time of people feeling really, really scared, I think drag just provides strength." The power shift, although not always reflected by Trump or others in government, is already in swing, according to El Kadi. He says that the irony for Trump is his hate, as intense as it is allowing for so much love to be shown in response, and I think it's gonna be a real shock to him. I think today will show the fascists how fickle their power act is. El Kadi says, "Yes, it is terrifying and they can do a lot of damage, but it's slippery and it's gonna go very, very soon.